Hello everyone. Hope you all are well at your homes, and we are starting our online teaching through the small videos. So today we'll discuss about the branches of the abdominal aorta. Okay, aorta is the main supply of the abdominal organs, and in the thoracic region we have studied it that it starts at T4 vertebral level as a continuation of the arch of aorta, and it enters within the abdomen at the aortic aperture of the diaphragm. This is situated at T12 vertebral level. Below this is continuous as the abdominal aorta, and it ends at lower border of L4 vertebra by dividing into its two terminal branches. That is, these are the two common iliac arteries. Okay, so abdominal aorta ends at L4 by dividing into two common iliac arteries. So the branches of the abdominal aorta are broadly divided into four categories: ventral branches that are arising ventrally, lateral branches that are arising from its lateral side, dorsal branches that are arising from its dorsal aspect, and terminal branches, as we all know, that it ends here by dividing into these two common iliac arteries. So these are the terminal branches. So first of all, we will discuss about the ventral branches itself. Okay. So before discussing its branches, let us discuss about its relations. Aorta is not exactly in the midline. It lies slightly towards the left of the midline, approximately 1.25 centimeter towards the left side of the midline, and towards its right side lies the inferior vena cava. Okay. At the L4 it divides into terminal branches, and L5 vertebra is very prominent anteriorly, forming the sacral promontory. So in very lean and thin persons we can feel the aortic pulsations over there, because due to convexity of the vertebral curvature over there, we can feel this pulsation of the aorta at this place in very lean and thin individuals. Then first branch that arises from the aorta is the celiac trunk. It arises at lower border of T12 vertebra. The second ventral branch is the superior mesenteric artery. Superior mesenteric artery arises at the lower border of L1 vertebra, and the third ventral branch is the inferior mesenteric artery, that is arising at the lower border of L3 vertebra. So these are the three ventral branches. Okay. Then about its lateral branches. Okay. Lateral branches are arising from its lateral side. So lateral branches, first one is the inferior phrenic artery that goes upward towards the diaphragm, and it supplies the diaphragm itself and giving out further sub branches over there. Then the next lateral branch is the middle suprarenal artery. First one is inferior phrenic, second one is the middle suprarenal, third branch is the renal artery, and the fourth one is the gonadal artery. Okay, gonadal artery, that is supplying the gonads, that is ovarian and testicular artery in female and males respectively. So these are the four lateral branches: inferior phrenic, middle suprarenal artery, renal artery, and gonadal artery. And now coming on to the dorsal branches that are arising from its dorsal aspect. These are the four lumbar arteries. 4 lumbar arteries, as we all are seeing, these are the dotted arteries. First, second, third and fourth lumbar artery. These are the 4 lumbar arteries arising from its dorsal side. Okay. So first 3 lumbar arteries are going behind the right and left crus of the diaphragm. Then the next dorsal artery, that is the median sacral artery, that is also rising from its dorsal side, and this goes downwards in the median plane and supplies the pelvic viscera over here. Then the last subcategory of the branches is the terminal. We all know that terminal branches are mainly to common iliac artery. Common iliac, they further subdivided into external iliac and internal iliac. External iliac goes outward and it crosses the inguinal ligament and it's continuous as a femoral artery within the lower limb, supplying the lower limb. Then internal iliac artery, it goes towards the pelvic region after crossing the pelvic rim. This internal iliac artery is supplying the pelvic viscera over here. Okay, so this was a broad classification of the branches of the abdominal aorta: ventral, lateral, dorsal and terminal branches. So among them, ventrolateral branches are mainly supplying the abdominal viscera. Okay. So in the next lecture we will discuss about the branches in detail.